What if you overheard a secret you were never meant to know? In 1932, Thomas Grayson stepped into a diner for coffee and left knowing something that could cost him his life. Thomas Grayson, a modest newspaper editor, wasn't the kind of man to get involved in trouble. He preferred ink over bullets and stories over secrets. But that changed one cold evening in Chicago, 1932. Stopping at a small smoke-filled diner, he ordered his usual black coffee and a slice of apple pie. He had barely taken a sip when he noticed two sharply dressed men in the corner booth, whispering in hushed tones. He wasn't eavesdropping, not on purpose at least, until he heard one sentence that made his stomach drop. "It's happening tomorrow night, 11 p.m. If he talks, we take care of him. Permanently." Thomas froze. He recognized that voice. It belonged to Vincent Morelli, a notorious crime boss, one whose name never made it to the papers because those who wrote about him never wrote again. He tried to act normal, but his hands trembled as he stirred his coffee. The men stood up, tossing bills on the table. As they passed, one of them, a tall man with a scar along his jawline, suddenly stopped. Thomas kept his eyes on his pie, but he could feel it, someone staring at him. After what felt like an eternity, the man walked out. The bell over the diner's door jingled, and Thomas finally exhaled. Had they noticed him listening, or was it just his imagination? But when he turned back to his table, he saw something that made his blood run cold. A single matchbook placed neatly beside his coffee cup. On the inside cover, just two words were written. Was this a warning, a threat, or worse, a promise? And what was happening tomorrow night at 11 p.m.?